beautiful. Here I am doing my manicure, thinking of you, of course. I'm thinking a lot about you, about all the people in this world just like me, trying to be perfect, trying to be something, shielding ourselves, what we need to be doing, what we don't need to be doing, constantly molding ourselves to fit into some kind of a social construct or an idea or a norm. Hoping to be that voice that is completely, perfectly unperfect, just real, just what I am in the moment, coming in, from time to time, weekly, or hopefully even more than that, to be that presence, to be that permission, to relax and be yourself, and to wrap yourself in love and celebration just the way we are. And this is just incredible, how challenging that was for me, even though I've been working with it for such a long time. And when it came into doing videos and all this started to be very vivid for me. Like even right now, recording this video, thinking about the noise that I have. I'm in a very noisy neighborhood already. You probably heard me already say this in the previous video. And still deciding to, and I'm sweating like crazy because it is Israel and it's very hot and I don't want to be in the air conditioning all the time. It actually feels very nice for me to be in the heat and to allow the sweating to happen. It really feels better for my body to be this way rather than constantly be with AC. Now, don't get me wrong, sometimes the opposite feels very, very good. And then having all these reasons why I can't be doing this, what I need to improve for my message to get across. Well, my message is exactly that. You are beautiful, you're amazing, you're wonderful just the way you are. When you're sweating, when you're angry, when you're pissed, when you are tired, when you don't want to do things, when you are, whatever, really, whatever. That's my message. And then slowly I've been realizing that exactly what is stopping me and preventing me, this is exactly what I want to inspire, and this is exactly where I want to grow and find more freedom and more relaxation and more ease. And here I wanted to share something with you. So in the previous video I began to talk about how can we bring the beautiful experiences of liberation, of expansion, of connection to the beauty of life into something that is not like a once in a while experience, but more like a constant river. And it probably is going to be a lot of videos, this is what I think, on this topic, because there are so many different angles and points, and it's going to be chaotic and not in any kind of an order. I guess I'll just go with it and share with you from moment to moment what feels right. So here is what I noticed, what allowed me to just take the camera and start recording this time. For a few days now, I've been looking into the fear of rejection even more deeper, and expanding more the sense of love and holding around the sensations in my body that relate to this. Like really sitting in this desire to be liked, in this desire to be receiving adoration and love and holding, and at the same time really from all of my wisdom that I have up to this moment, connecting to understanding that it is not possible. Every person is busy living their lives, and even the people who absolutely love me, Even my dear and amazing and wonderful husband right now is at work, and at other points has other things that he also likes to do and enjoys to do. So if I, the more I was sinking into it, even the expectation, like what I really desire and what it would look like, it began to feel not good. It began to drop and meet that place in me that was like, wait a second, it's like it would be horrible, like if someone completely has to be constantly around me and to make me feel good or whatever, it feels very oppressing to that other person. Because if I want freedom for myself, I want freedom for anyone else, and freedom means that you can move, that you don't have to worry about the other person, that you can do what feels good to you. And sometimes it just so happens, what love is to me is that you just meet that person you naturally feel adoration for, you naturally feel inspired by, you naturally are drawn to, and you want to hang in there. And with some people you want to hang in there for 5 minutes, with others for an hour, once a week or twice a week, and with other people it may be for a lifetime, and it may be for a lot of hours a day, to the point you want to live this with them. And then of course you have to see if this other person is on the same wave and is sharing with you this experience. But this dynamic and this diversity and lack of control of others is so just how life is and how humans are. We feel all kinds of things, our emotions change, our desires change. No one can really promise anything, and yet sometimes all kinds of stories unfold out of this freedom, including the story of desire to be together for a long time, right? Like a friendship that can last for a lifetime, like a marriage that can last for a lifetime. So I'm leaning into this trust. I'm leaning into also my loneliness and my because that's another piece that I found. It's like, no, I already know that it's not true to say no one cares, because obviously there are people who care. There are people who come to me as clients, there are people who come to me as friends, right? I cannot already say this and feel like I'm truthful, but I can still go and be like, oh, but I don't, it's not that many people as I desire. So this was happening for me for the past few days, and the realization that it's just what it is. It's just really what it is. And then the next thing that happened, was I just realized how much suffering there is let me see what's the right way to put it. If I invest my energy into trying inspire other people to love me and like me, and in my case it's a little tricky because it's a part of my work. My work has to do with selling a product and inspiring people to buy this product, and I am a very big part of this product, right? This is my sessions, this is my presence. I'm kind of selling my presence, right? So it's like, what does that mean if people are not seen and are a lot of people are kind of not inspired by this presence? So you can see how it can lead to feelings of worthlessness and why am I here? I don't know, all kinds of hell, personal, self-infused hell. Easily. So I was sitting with this, also realizing that many of my clients go for something similar, and probably, you are familiar with this self-induced hell. So sinking into that rejection, sinking into that existential inability to control others, and then stopping at the point of, I want to be loved, I want to be adored, I want to be seen, I want to be celebrated, coming to the place where I do have an absolute freedom, an absolute creative freedom. It's with my attention. I can adore myself. I can love myself. I can litasek, we say it in Hebrew, like I can be busy with myself. I indulge in myself as much as I desire. I can be present with myself as much as I desire. 24/7 I can hang in here, surrender to this experience, surrender to this presence, and wrap myself in love as much as I desire. I can take it into whatever direction I desire. I'm really curious right now. What are you thinking about it? And yeah, I'm spacing out right now. I feel that the message landed. This is complete, and now it's more like, okay, what do we do now? How do we finish? I don't want you to subscribe or like or comment or do anything if that's not something that you absolutely want and love and desire. I truly want to find people who love me the way I am, and I can get to know them, and I can connect, and I can listen to their stories. I can find out how do you, if you are this person, deal with observing this molding and this constriction, and how much we do only not to be rejected, only to be liked by other people. I want to know, what do you feel I can give you, or kind of what topic do you feel would be really good for you to hear me talk about in this quest of liberation and unlearning this attachment to the external liking. Whatever I can do, I want to do it because I love you so very much.